Hi, I'm Jim, the world famous food critic, the world famous international food critic, I should say. My mission in life is to travel all over the world, try all kinds of different food, try all kinds of different cuisines, and then tell you all about what I eat, what I find, what I think you'll enjoy. Tonight, I had dinner at a little place on the Red Road in Pune district of Hawaii. It's called Kalani Oceanside Retreat. This isn't the first time I've been to Kalani. It's probably not the first time you've heard me talk about their food. I gotta say, I generally enjoy it. Tonight's no exception. Tonight I'm going to give the dinner I just ate 4 stars. I'm tempted to give it 5 stars. I want to give it 5 stars. I'm only going to give it 4 stars, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Before I go on, I want to share something with you that I learned about this place, this Kalani Oceanside Retreat. I did not know this before. I think this is fascinating. I think you might find this interesting. The staff at Kalani is composed mostly of volunteers. That's right, people come from all over the world to contribute their time, their energy, their service to the community here. It's a community, and I think that's pretty cool. Maybe you watching this might enjoy a chance to come to Kalani. Come be a part of the magic that makes the food that I eat, the food that I share with the world, that I tell everybody about. And my food reviews, I want you to know, they've become so popular. I just read about this in a magazine. I think it was Time, might have been Newsweek, but they're saying that because of my reviews, they're pretty certain they're going to have to create a second internet just to accommodate all the hits my reviews get. Imagine that. That's really incredible. But back to Kalani. Yeah, maybe you'd like to be part of the magic here. Be part of the crew that makes the food I eat, the food I share with the world, share the food I'm sharing with you right now. If you're thinking, hey, I'd like to go spend a little time chopping carrots in Hawaii, go to the website. Go to Kalani's website, kalani.com. Somewhere on there, there's a place you can click for the volunteer information. Not quite sure how it works. I think there's an application there that you fill out. You fill it out and the management will get in touch with you, I guess. I'm not real sure. But anyway, like I was saying, 4 stars tonight. I would give it 5 stars, but I was really hoping there would be rice pilaf tonight. Not that I was expecting it, not that somebody said, hey Jim, there's going to be rice pilaf. And I got there and there wasn't. No, it's more like, it's just sort of what I was craving. It would have been nice with the food that we had. It would have gone nicely, would have complemented the main course. But it's not a deal breaker. It was still a good meal. So I'm giving it 4 stars just based on my own craving that went unfulfilled. Nobody's fault. I'll say it again. Nobody's fault. The main course tonight was Seared Ahi. Fantastic. They cooked it. The chef was some guy named Dion. Dion cooked this Seared Ahi so good. It was tender. It fell apart on my fork. That doesn't always happen with ahi. Sometimes you get ahi, it might be a little chewy, it might be a little tough, it might hurt your teeth when you eat it, it might give you bad dreams at night, it might affect your mental state sometimes. Sometimes if you don't cook ahi right, people hallucinate and it's not always a fun trip. It's not. Sometimes it's scary. Sometimes you see just things you wish you didn't see. Things you're going to remember for the rest of your life based on whatever toxins were in that ahi that they didn't cook properly. Tonight's ahi was cooked wonderfully. There was some kind of glaze on top, accentuated the flavor beautifully. I don't know what was in the glaze. I didn't ask. I don't always need to know everything about what I'm eating. As long as I know what it's called so I can tell you about it, as long as I have a basic idea, I'm happy with that. And I was happy tonight. There was also some wasabi sauce to put on top. I put a little bit. I didn't put too much. I didn't want it to overtake the flavor of the ahi. and it didn't. It was just perfect because I'm smart enough now. I've learned my lessons in life. You don't need mounds of wasabi sauce on anything you eat. Just a little dab. Little dab will do ya when it comes to wasabi. So I recommend not going overboard. We also had egg drop soup, which was very authentic to what I'm used to eating when I'm in China. I do spend a lot of time in China. I go to these little villages and want to check out the food of the local vendors, little street vendors, little side shops. I really enjoy those. I've been to many hundreds of those throughout Asia, mostly China, some in India, a couple in Korea, but China will always be my favorite. Part of my heart is in China. I like the food there. The women in China are very pretty. They have just beautiful eyes, very dark colored eyes, very dark colored hair. Yeah, Chinese women are really cool. I like them. We also had baked organic tofu, which I didn't get. I didn't see the point. I had the ahi. Didn't really need to overdo my dinner. I'm sure it was good. It looked good. It looked crispy. It looked like they baked it. It looked like maybe they fried it. Maybe it was battered somehow. I think there was some sort of beer batter around the tofu. It was, yeah, it just had those scorch marks on it like you get when you grill something. I bet it was good. If I didn't have the ahi, I'm sure I would have enjoyed that. We also had two kinds of potatoes. They were both mashed. One was the local sweet potatoes. The other was purple potatoes, which I usually get. I like the purple potatoes. When they mash them, they mash them right. They get all the chunks out. It's nice. It's good. So I had that. Didn't see the point in having two kinds of potatoes, so I just got the one. I feel like I made the right decision because the other one just looked sort of weird. Wasn't something I was hungry for. I think it would have ruined my appetite. I have a feeling this would be a 2-star review if I had the other potato. And we also had, for dessert was good. It was something called a Snicker bar. It's not the candy bar. It was like a gourmet version done up really good. It was like this really fancy dessert. It was like this thick. It's like this, yeah, that's how big it was. Maybe even bigger. It had peanuts, caramel, peanut butter, chocolate, some kind of crust. Yeah, whoever made that, you really put me in a good mood. Thank you for that. So, yeah, 4 stars tonight. Could have been 5 if they had the foresight to make some rice pilaf. They didn't. I'm not saying they dropped the ball because nobody was expecting them to. Just hoping they would. Sometimes they do. Just kind of what I had a craving for. What can I tell you? So that's it. That's my review tonight. Kalani Oceanside Retreat, September 5th, 2017. Eat well, be well, stay happy. Eat food that makes you happy. That's important. Life is short. We're not on the earth to be miserable. We're all going to have some misery, of course. Little bits here and there. Doesn't mean our food has to contribute to that. So eat food that makes you happy. If the food that's being prepared for you doesn't make you happy, it's time to consider changes in your life. That's all I can say about it. Eat well, be well, stay happy. Bye.